have you experienced a winter sketching block? I must admit, I really struggled to get back to my daily art routine after a long Christmas break. So in this video, I thought I'll share with you how I managed to get my sketching mojo back, and I'll throw in some ideas that helped me to get back to my daily art routine. So let's talk about what causes procrastination. One of the factors is lack of energy and motivation. January is a cold, grey and gloomy month here in the south of the UK. We rarely go anything exciting like snow, winter is mostly cloudy and all colours seems to be completely washed out. My energy levels have also diminished, and days have passed by without me picking out a pencil or a brush. Even though I was very excited initially, another reason for my creative block was a lot simpler. I didn't make space for my art. I packed all my art materials in a frenzy to tidy up before Christmas, and my paints, pencils and pastels got stored back in the boxes and drawers. So one of the first things I did in an attempt to restore my art routine was unpack them and pop them in jars so I can pick them up more easily. Plus, they create a very beautiful visual reminder and create a sudden urge to open my sketchbook. Initially, it was hard for me to get ideas for sketches since I'm inspired by nature and I wasn't spending enough time outside due to cold and wet weather. It was only when I started slowly venture outdoors on the rare sunny days that I found that the winter landscapes can be actually very beautiful. Whenever I went outside, I tried to put my artistic glasses on and look beyond masses of grey and brown. And you know what? It really worked. I started to zoom on things that I would have otherwise passed without a second glance. And I started to take photos of things that I found interesting. What I realized was that during the Christmas school holidays, while my son was at home, I lost my art habit. I allowed all of life distractions to take over and I simply didn't schedule time for my creative practice. What really helped me was actually advised by Kellyanne Powers from Learn to Paint podcast. She dedicated a whole episode to talking about how scheduling as little as 20 minutes daily for an art practice can elevate our skills and fuel creativity. It's really worth listening to if you get a chance. I'll link it below. So I decided to print out some of my photos I took during the winter walks. I divided my sketchbook spread to a smaller, more manageable frames and I set up a calendar reminder for 20 minutes sketching time. On most days, I ended up spending longer on my sketches, but scheduling just 20 minutes helped me to get started. As you can see, the things that inspired me this month were winter landscapes, bare winter trees, lichens on tree bark, mossy stems and logs, and birds, of course. I live near a small nature reserve with a river and ponds, so there's always ducks, geese, swans, and yes, parakeets, lots of parakeets. But what about those times when the weather was so horrible that I didn't go out? Well, I painted things I enjoyed indoors while I stayed warm and dry, such as houseplants, fruits. You can also paint your favorite art materials, trinkets, perfume bottles, crockery, cutlery, and basically anything you like. I realized that once you start looking around with your artist glasses on, you start seeing inspiration everywhere. I hope these tips help you if you are also struggling with a creative block. Let me show you one of my winter sketches from start to finish. Feel free to grab your own art supplies and sketch along with me while enjoying some relaxing music. And that's it for our winter sketch today. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what you've been sketching lately, so please pop it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like content like this one. See you in the next one. Bye!